Welcome back to Stone Cottage Studios. I'm really excited because joining us today is Emily Barnes for another artist session. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm good. I've been thinking a lot about just music.
What in particular about music are you thinking about?
You know, I don't know. It's just interesting how each person like feels differently from music, and like one for someone listening and like two to be making music. And I make music. So I always like to ask the question like what for you is like your inspiration for writing and wanting to create and share like you do?
Yeah, that's a great question. That's a big one. So for me, I think songwriting started as just kind of a way to release a lot of emotion that I was feeling when I was younger. I started writing songs when I was like 15. So for me, it kind of started more as poetry than songwriting. But a lot of my inspiration for songs still comes from kind of internal like struggles or things that I see out in the world just from traveling different places or, the news, the world today. So I write a lot of songs just kind of about what I see that maybe like bothers me or things that I wish I had someone to tell me like, oh, it's normal to feel that way or you're not alone. So I kind of write those for myself sometimes and hope that maybe it can help somebody else too.
Well, that's beautiful. And for me, I feel like that's what I search for out of music, right? Is like the artist or the person who is, diving deep into their own experience, and that's where you can find the relation, or I don't know, that's where like the most energy gets like transmuted. And I felt that while I was driving home today from work, because I was listening to your song, What Are You Waiting For?
Okay.
And I loved it.
Thank you.
Yeah, I really liked it.
Thank you. Yeah, that's an older one. But that song was actually something that I feel like wasn't really originally supposed to make it on an album. It was more like a for me song. It was a lot of fun to make, and then it ended up making it on an album cut. And I'm happy like hearing that it did, because it's always been one of my favorites because it was one of my more honest songs back then. It's hard to write honestly when you're also trying to make it fit like a song algorithm. So I'm glad that resonated with you.
Oh, that's so crazy nowadays, like making songs for the algorithm.
Right.
Right? Whoa.
Or like a flow. Yeah. I guess algorithm is probably the wrong word for me.
Yeah.
But
No, I hear you though.
yeah, like it's a certain box that it's supposed to like fit in. But.
Yeah. Screw the box.
Yeah.
We got to make what we want to make.
Exactly.
I don't know. And that's cool. And that's what I love about Stone Cottage and being able to start this like with my dad, is to like be able to help musicians like in that process, right? Because like we're living in the digital age with algorithms and all these things, and to be able to, I don't know, offer that and give people a space to like really have their songs like recorded and videoed nicely. I'm just like really grateful to be a part of it.
I am extremely grateful to be a part of Stone Cottage today. Thanks so much for having me.
Of course. Welcome. More than welcome. Who are some of your musical inspirations? Who do you listen to? I don't know. Those are two different questions, but
who do I listen to and who are my inspirations? I feel like they're pretty similar.
Yeah.
They would be. So Brandi Carlile is like, I kind of heard a Brandi Carlile song from a mixtape that someone made me many, many years ago, and it had a Brandi Carlile song on it, and I was obsessed. So I went out and I bought every single one of her CDs and just like dove into all of her songs, and I was like, I like have to do this. Like she is so cool. Still love her. Still definitely 10 out of 10 a favorite. But a couple of people that I'm listening to now, I love Anais Mitchell. Josh Ritter, huge fan of his writing. Definitely different than what I do, but it's like every song is a story. Anna Tivel, she's got some really cool atmospheric sounds like going on, like that song Astrovan that she just put out. I listened to it like 10 times in a row the day the record dropped.
I just got put onto her like 3 weeks ago. I went to in Lyons, they have a songwriting school before the Folks Festival.
Okay.
And I was there and it was beautiful. But yeah, my buddy there put me onto Anna Tavel. How do you? I didn't.
I say Anna Tivel, but I don't know if that's.
Yeah.
We should probably ask her.
Shout out to her
She's great.
Yeah, it was great. That's really cool.
Yeah, that record and her songwriting blows me away.
Yeah.
It's just incredible every single time.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's fun when like artists involve some of that like atmospheric. We had Covenhoven in here. I don't know if you've heard of him, but yeah, he had this like really cool. It was called like a microcosm. It's a guitar pedal, but it just like embellishes. It doesn't change the guitar tone, but it just adds these like cool, I don't know, ambiance.
I feel like it almost has a similar feeling to strings, like when you put like a string section in a song, depending on how you add it, it kind of like rises and falls with the emotions, but you like feel it instead of hearing it. It's really strange, and I love it. I'm like a huge fan of songwriters doing that, because I feel like it's kind of more and more songwriters are adding just kind of white noise almost to the background.
Yeah.
And I just love that feeling that you get when you're listening to a song that you already think the lyrics are just so beautiful, and then you also have that in addition.
Yeah, trying to be in support of the feeling, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, Emily, I'm so grateful to have you into Stone Cottage. Thank you for being here. What are some of the songs that you're going to play today for us?
So I'm going to do a song that I wrote called Warren County, which is, I released it in January of this year. And it's about the really tiny town that I'm from in New Jersey. And then I'm going to do a song about not saying yes to things that you don't want to, and just like learning to be okay and firm in who you are and what you want, and like not having to answer to anyone for it. And that one I don't have a name for because I hate naming my songs until I absolutely have to. And then I'm going to do a love letter to self that's for everyone, about just remembering that we're all imperfect. You're imperfect, but imperfectly imperfect. So that's a lot of imperfects. But yeah.
That's beautiful. I'm so excited to listen.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me. I'm so excited
to play. Yeah, and thank you to everyone who is watching and supporting Stone Cottage Studios and supporting amazing people like Emily coming through here. Yeah, just trying to build community in the Front Range in Colorado, and really just support and dive in as much as possible. So thank you, and Emily, I'll let you play some songs.
Yeah, thank you.
Living in a small town, everyone loves Jesus, loves their neighbor, love a stranger, they love themselves. Then they shun the cheerleader most likely to succeed, for falling for best friend Natalie. They call her a sinner, claim they can't believe she'd choose a life that's that unholy. Well, hang on, there's a world outside of Warren County. Hang on, there's a world outside of Warren County. Growing up in a small town, most people think the same, that somehow it'll never change. You got knocked up in high school and they made you keep the baby, and somehow you're the only one they blame. 'Cause Jesus hates a sinner, you gotta keep what you create. Doesn't matter if you're ready, 'cause you made the mistake. Well, hang on, there's a world outside of Warren County. Hang on, there's a world outside of Warren County. Winding down the back roads, you're more likely to say, make America great, give my freedom back to me. Well, ignorance is bliss, my friends, like church pews filled on Sunday. Don't matter if you don't practice what you preach. So hang on, there's a world outside of Warren County. Hang on, there's a world outside of Warren County. Trading late nights for a cup of tea, and right now for a memory, a flashback for reality. No more living in a dream, sleeping hard on clean white sheets. I'm growing inward, getting deep. I'm washing clean my hands, gonna eat cold tangerines. I don't have to tell you everything I want, so I'm not saying yes if what I really mean is no, 'cause I know there's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Nobody wins if everybody's losing, and everything you earn, it's all just an illusion. Trading in my haste for need of a city, going speed, a mindless scroll for a good read. I'm giving up on mainstream, taking in the afterthought. I'm holding on to what can't be bought, taking time to blossom when the rose bush is in bloom. And I am done pretending to be something I'm not, so I'm not saying yes if what I really mean is no, 'cause I know there's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Nobody wins when everybody's losing, and everything you earn, it's all just an illusion. And I am done explaining everything I'm not, so I'm not saying yes if what I really mean is no, 'cause I know there's no part of all just an illusion. And I'm not saying yes for it, I really mean it's no. 'Cause I know there's no pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. Nobody wins and everybody's losing, and everything you earn, it's all just an illusion. Worried mind, it's weighing heavy. Can't find the strength to pick yourself up this time. One little thought, it creeps and lingers. Strike a match to a box, it runs wild and unruly. No one sees you the way see you. You're not the person you were back then. We've all got bruises and we all got scars, and everyone pretends they're still in mint condition. Favorite ring tarnished your finger, turns it green, but you wear it anyway. That pair of jeans with all the patches feels more like home than the pair that's looser on the waist. No one sees you the way you see you. You're not the person you were back then. We've all got bruises and we all got scars, and everyone pretends they're still in mint condition. Mint condition. Old Converse, they've walked for miles, steps nobody else has ever known. And all those lines on well-worn faces are topographic maps for who we are and who we were. No one sees you the way you see you. You're not the person you were back then. We've all got bruises and we all got scars, and everyone pretends they're still in mint condition. Mint condition.